Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. Oh, gosh, the Nvidia bros. It's like they don't want me to like this. They want me to completely just be against anything that AMD does with the FSR 3 or anything else. I've said multiple times, man, that like I've never really cared much for upscaling, but at the same time, like it is a tool that you can utilize. And it's like, man, they just want to keep going on and going on and going on about their precious DLSS. I don't care about DLSS. I don't care about your DLSS 3.5. I don't care about your frame rate generator on your Nvidia cards. Like, I don't care. Mine has it now. And it works okay. I've admitted that. It works okay. Is it like the second coming or anything? Like, no, I don't think so. Like, I don't think so. I think it is like I said in the last video, man. And like I said in the last video, this is literally the cherry on top. It's a cherry on top. Not every single game supports it right now. If every game ever made supported these new technologies, then it would be a different story. But seeing as we have to continue to wait for them to be upgraded or updated, does it really matter? Does any of this stuff really matter? Like, us AMD bros are not the ones that are sitting there crying every single time a game comes out without DLSS. Like, we literally don't get on freaking Steam and this game sucks because it doesn't have DLSS. I don't recommend buying it. That's you Nvidia bros. That's you guys that are on every freaking everywhere complaining and freaking out. This game's trash because it stutters. Well, that's your graphics card, bro. That's an Nvidia thing, okay? Like, that's an Nvidia thing. I can comfortably say 3 months into this, they're like, that's an Nvidia thing, man. Like, only like Nvidia games or Nvidia cards are stuttering like that. That's crazy. And I've tried Unreal Engine games that have come out. I've tried every single game. Like, I've tried a bunch of games that have recently released within that 90 days. And guess what? Dang, man, I'm not getting any stuttering issues like I used to get with almost every single game that launched on that Nvidia card. You guys got to calm down. You guys got to calm down. This is a cherry on top when it comes to AMD. Like, we don't pay for these features. We pay for the graphics card and the rasterization power and the VRAM so that we can play all of our games. You guys are the ones that literally pay for these features. You pay for them. So, of course, you're going to be worried about what AMD is bringing out because it's free. And we didn't have to pay for it. And you can even use it on your Nvidia graphics cards. I mean, dude, like I said, we're not paying for features when we buy AMD graphics cards. That's the Nvidia bros. You guys are getting gouged. Let's be truthful. You guys are getting gouged for these features that are not in every single game. They're not in every single game. You have to wait and wait and wait. And when a game comes out without the feature, then you got to get on Steam and freak out because you didn't get your DLSS or your low frame generator or any of your stuff. Because frankly, your cards are worthless without them. Like, seriously, that's the trade-off. Your cards are absolutely worthless without this technology. So thankfully, AMD will be there to hold you up. AMD will come in and hold Nvidia up like it always does, probably, and bring these features to your cards that, like, seriously, without frame gen, like the 3080 wasn't gonna make it over the hill. This is funny, man. I can't believe you Nvidia bros are gonna come here and try to be insulting and try to be like, yeah, man. Dude, nobody cares. Like, you guys are the ones that insist on paying for features, not us. Like, dude, I'm grateful I went with AMD. Like, this is great. They bring out a new feature. It works. They give us access to a test feature. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool because they already know that anything that AMD does is never going to be good enough for the Nvidia bros. And they're the loudest ones. Like, the Nvidia bros are the loudest ones. There are other gamers out there that are so sick and tired of being... Like, most of the people that have come to the channel for these videos, they're like, gosh, man, I've been on Nvidia so long, and I'm just so afraid to leave Nvidia because I because of that fear of missing out. Like, am I going to miss out on something? No, man, you're not going to miss out on anything. In fact, you're probably going to be a lot happier. You're going to keep your hair longer. You're going to be able to buy things that you want to buy. You're going to be able to invest in other things with all the money that you save without having to pay for DLSS and all of that nonsense. DLSS is great when it's there. AMD is great when it's not there. So it doesn't matter. Like, if you go with AMD, you're going to get a solid experience. I feel I don't regret switching to AMD. Like, I don't even feel bad about it. Not even a little bit. Like, I don't even miss DLSS. Now, I will tell you that in ray tracing heavy games, you know, like, because let's face it, if you want to be able to take advantage of those things, it is, you know, it is going to be, if when AMD FSR 3 comes to these games, it's going to be great. Like, you're going to, like, I'm flying through Forspoken at way high frame rates with the frame gen, with ray tracing on. It is definitely going to help the overall experience and make it better for you. And that's like the icing on top. Right now, you can play through, like, no problem. You can play through, what is it? Cyberpunk 2077 with ultra settings at 4K. Like, on my 7900 XT, you can get really good 1440p performance on a 7800 XT. You can even enable a ray tracing and utilize FSR 2 and still be able to play that game with ray tracing. So it is already possible. So the thing that comes with it, like the cherry on top with DLSS and the frame gen, like everybody, every Nvidia card on the market has to use frame gen to play that game with path tracing. So why wouldn't we be able to? You know what I mean? Like, we'll be able to use FSR 3. It looks better. I can confirm that. Like, it really absolutely does look better than FSR 2. And we can mix that with our frame gen. And we'll be able to play at like 1080p, 1440p possibly. Maybe even 4K with our cards, dude. But we didn't have to pay pay a whole lot of extra money for that. Will the Nvidia game will look better on the Nvidia card? Well, yeah, of course, dude. It's heavily marketed by Nvidia. So yeah, of course they're gonna pull out all the stops and all the bells and whistles. I mean, like, we're literally going to be waiting for who knows how long for FSR 3 to come to Cyberpunk 2077. Doesn't matter. Are we going to jump on freaking Steam and freaking start review bombing it? Because, yeah, I didn't have no FSR 3. No, man, Nvidia bros aren't going to do that. That's only the Nvidia bros, that every game is trash, every game is broken, these games are blah, blah, blah. Man, I'm sorry you guys have such a miserable life. It's so miserable, man. What, like, seriously, do you guys ever get tired of being angry all the time? Like it's serious, man. You guys are like angry all the time. Why? You have the best. You have the absolute best. Why are you guys so angry? Why are you Nvidia bros so miserable? If your card is the best and AMD is trash, well, what's the problem? Explain this to me. Like, I don't get it. It's the same with the little PlayStation fanboys. If your console's the best, why are you on Twitter all the time? Like, why aren't you playing those bangers? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand the mindset of some of the people on the internet today. It's like you guys crave anger and frustration, and you're mad, and like you're always on like the I don't know, man. I'm still trying to figure this out. Like, I am, because it's just frustrating being a content creator and being happy about one thing and then having some people freak out on you that, or being happy about the other thing and having people freak out on you that. That's so annoying. Like, it is so annoying, man. Like, if you're not interested in ever switching to AMD, you'd probably be better off not even watching these videos, man. Like, it's just going to make you say salty things and insult me, man. Like, I'm a person too, just like you guys. And I do. I get it. I've been doing this for almost 3 years now. Like, I'm starting to like get to the point where I where I have to catch myself from snapping a lot. Like I do. I have to be like, really, man? Are you gonna let these guys talk to you like that? I mean, if you were talking to me like that to my face, I don't really think that. Yeah, I just don't think you would, man. Like, I don't think you would. And that's kind of. I grew up in the age. I grew up in an age and in a neighborhood where you'd get punched in the mouth for saying something stupid, man. Like you would. And I try to respect the people that I talk to, and I would like that respect back. Because like we're all we're all men here, right? Like we're all freaking grown adults. We don't need to insult people. Yeah, the whole thing with the Nvidia graphics cards, man. Like I just see like the gaming community kind of waking up, man. Because I get a lot of people from the AMD side. They're like, oh man, dude, yeah, dude, change. Like, what do you? Well, like, seriously, what do you got to lose? You've got a return window. You bring it home, you play it. Hopefully, you'd keep it longer than a couple of weeks though, and like really give it a shot because it is gonna take you. It is gonna take you a little while to get over that. And let me be clear: if you have a 4080 or a 4090, I don't think you're gonna get a big enough benefit to see like a difference of switching to AMD right now. Like, I don't think you're going to receive enough. If you have a 4070 Ti and you go for like a 7800 XT or 7900 XTX or 7900 XT, I feel like your experience is going to be really, really comparable, probably even better. But I don't know if it's worth spending another $800 after already buying that. If you are anything under that, including all 30 series cards, if you're anything under that, then yeah, I do think that you could potentially benefit from switching. And I do think that you might have a longer lifespan with your AMD card. Like, I do feel like that. I don't feel like you need to be beholden to one company. And I don't think there should be a lot of people on the internet trying to like shame you for going with AMD. Dude, this AMD card is a premium experience. It really is. It's a premium experience. It's built nice. I don't understand how people can say like especially with the console wars, dude. The PS5 and the Xbox Series X are pretty dang close, but one of them's trash. Apparently, one of them's trash. I don't get the mental gymnastics that these people go through. I mean, like, think about it. Your 4080 and your 7900 XTX or 7900 XT, it's pretty much like the difference between a PS4 or a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. That's the difference. You might get a little bit lower resolution on one or something. I don't know, man. Like it's getting to the point where like I just don't even like where I really want to just start ignoring the comment section. I do. Like it's so dumb. Like it's so childish. If you're happy with your Nvidia card, go run off with your Nvidia card and be happy. Be merry, my friend. I don't care if you ever switch. I'm just here to help the people that are thinking about doing it because they want to save some money and they're sick and tired of feeling like they got to upgrade all the dang time. I kind of do feel like AMD builds graphics cards for gamers, and I feel like Nvidia builds graphics cards and then hypes them up and gets you super hyped for this stuff. And man, I don't know. I've went back and I've watched some of like the card launches from AMD and Nvidia, and I just feel like there's like, I mean, yeah, there is some hype. You know, they're like, yeah, dude, we got these numbers and stuff, but it's not like that hype that like makes you feel like, oh my gosh, dude, I can't live without it. It's a different kind of hype. It's like, oh yeah, dude, that's cool, man. That's cool new technology. And I think that's, you know, probably AMD's thing, man. They just, it's not that they don't market their products right. I feel like they just are a little bit afraid to price them the way they want to, just because of the backlash that they always get. And dude, there's no reason to be backlashed about this. I'm 100% happy with the 7900 XT. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.